Can
I
I?
see short
Can I?
short tweeting over there. You can't hold it in.
Like it just breaks. It just breaks my mental understanding, borderline like my heart. That like I have had. It's 10:50, and I have watched black men talk about all of the symptoms and say that the only empowering thing that we can do is not focus on the cause and not use the cause as an excuse. Every
Oh man.
single thing that y'all saying is
Okay.
so valid and I agree with it. But who told you that there was a problem with the bonnet and not a hijab? Who told you that there was a problem with a do-rag versus somebody wearing some on the top of their head? Y'all police everything
Honor
black
is
people
only for
do.
cultural reasons.
And y'all, when y'all, and my problem is everything's a laughing matter when it becomes why is there a problem with a bonnet? If it
Because a bonnet is part of isn't a bonnet is not part of cultural garb. Even in our
that's
culture,
true.
even in our culture, a bonnet is specifically a product is for hair care. In most cultures, people don't wear hair care products or
Oh, okay,
apparatus.
you just said stop worrying
I do.
about the outside
I
culture.
do.
Inside of our
Hey,
culture, if
let's
I
let her
have a
finish, man.
bonnet
Let
on
her
my
finish,
head,
man.
he say one
I
mic.
do
If I
not
have
agree.
a bonnet on my head outside and it's raining, I'm trying not to get my hair wet because I have a different hair texture
That's
than
called
people.
honesty, though.
Not
That's a
because
happy.
I want to go, not because I want to go to Kroger. I also want to talk
Honest,
about the fact.
honest,
Not I
honest,
also want to
keep your hair
I
dry.
All right,
Those
let
also
her
just
finish, y'all. Let her finish the same way she let y'all finish, y'all.
I also want to talk about how every chance y'all get, y'all are talking about what we doing wrong and landing at, but it's about what we gonna do differently. Hink is talking about nobody walks up and tell these people, hey, excuse me. Everybody donating to jail people and not donating the money. We are perpetuating the same trope from the outside perspective, and then y'all want to use the same trope. They make fun of nerds. There's so many black people in our neighborhoods and in our schools that are being streamlined to make sure that they get the correct ACT scores, make sure they get the correct scholarships, make sure they go to the correct schools, doing prom parties, send away parties, trunk parties to make sure that these kids get tissue, toilet paper, soap, everything, and even other people rent cars to make sure that them girls or boys get to college. There are people doing that. Nobody has highlighted the benefit in the community that we actually associate with. Every time y'all get on here, y'all talk shit. Just like that lady and Viz said, there are going to be outliers in every society. Black exceptionalism is a tool. It's not something that we should embody. There are people who can just be. Everybody don't have to be a monolith, be educated, have they suit and tie on and presenting a certain way. Like you said, we human. In human society, there are going to be tiers and hierarchies within those certain group of people. And we cannot all be expected to make sure that everybody is in line for what? There are a lot of people on here, all of y'all, and I will say there's a lot of people on here. But stop expecting leadership and confusing that with blind obedience. Leaders are okay with having advisors being challenged and being asked a question. Dictators want blind obedience. I need you to sit down in a car and be quiet and let me handle it. Leadership comes from trust. I have to trust and test that you are willing to make sure that I am safe and secure in your ability. And if all I got to do is listen to what you say and I'm just going to figure it out, no. You got to be tested. You got to be hit in the chest, not by me, not physically, but I got to see that you are worth blind leadership and I'm willing to jump off that cliff. But if I can't even ask you a fucking question without you talking about how, oh, this how black women is, this is the problem. And stop saying that she
Look,
made demeaning comments to you. You literally said the way I'm sitting, you could tell I ain't never been in the presence of a king. Several I have.
I never
But
said
also
that.
I
That's a
would
lie.
you
That
Hey,
certainly
also
said
man,
that's a lie.
also
let her finish. Let her finish,
also
y'all.
That's a lie.
also uh, also black men have to understand that all of y'all, and I do too as a woman, everybody it's the same facet as too many chiefs and not enough Indians. All of y'all not leaders, and that's okay. Y'all could be leaders of y'all households or of y'all um group economics or something, but everybody isn't a leader. And in the expectation to be looked as a leader without being challenged is childish. And judging a black woman's worth on based on whether she believes that you are worth leadership is bullshit. Go lead another. There are other black women. This one just said you're not a leader. That's all. I don't judge all of y'all collectively. I don't judge all of y'all on one standard and one monolith. I disagree and agree with several things that y'all say on the panel, but I'm not talking about black men, black men. Y'all want to know why we have divisiveness in this community? Because there's no respect from black women to black men. We don't respect y'all the way that we should, and that's because we see that no one respects y'all. And that's a conversation I think we should have. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. But globally, economically, even in America, we not seeing y'all getting the respect that we believe y'all deserve. And then y'all come home and expect us to have it. No one, if we see that everybody is out earning y'all, we see that y'all don't have control over the boys. And I'm not being funny. These are really systems and things that I would like us to
It's
talk
y'all
about.
that don't
But
respect us based off of your own
Danielle,
comparison.
you just compared a bonnet to
I would
a
like to fit.
hijab. Like
I'll land in 2 seconds. I'll land in two.
come on
I will
now.
When you
land.
gonna
Come on
land
now.
though?
I will
I mean, you
land
don't
in
never
two.
put a period on shit.
I will.
God
I
damn, put
will.
a period on it.
I will land in 2 seconds.
This is why we
I
don't need female presidents, no female leadership, because this bullshit ass rhetoric right here, man, you ain't for us. If you for us, fuck you. We don't want you on our goddamn team. You ain't for us. How you for us, but you gonna sit there and talk down to us black men? How
where
you
did
say
I
you
talk?
for us? We don't need no. We don't need women like you on our team because you're not
Where did
for
I
us.
say
I'm
I'm
talking
not?
about
Where
you
did I say I
disrespect,
don't like y'all?
because when
Well,
you
for
make the
one, you
statement of
completely
you
And
mischaracterized
I
disrespect,
Hold
also
on,
said let me.
hold on,
I
let him
also
have it.
said.
Let him have it. Let him have it.
I also said let me
You
land
said
in
when
two
you said you
seconds.
disrespect us when that white man disrespect. That's all to be more
That's not
reason
what
why
I
you should quit on our team.
said.
But you're not that's exactly what you said, man.
That's
You're
not what I
not
said.
for us.
All right,
You're
all right.
part of
Let her
the
clarify.
problem.
Let her clarify
You
what
are
she
the
said.
worst enemy as a black man can ever have.
She said, I
Go ahead.
said she never been in the presence of a
Man.
king.
I
And what
said
I
I
specifically
said
said
I
is,
will land. Okay, if you didn't say that, I apologize. I misheard you. So if you did not say that, I apologize. I misheard you. I thought you said you could tell by the way she's sitting, she never been in the presence of a king. If you did not say
something
that,
close to
I
that.
apologize. So we can move forward. I was wrong. I'll yield and concede to that. I am saying I have heard several black men speak on black women outside of True, I believe. I've heard several black men speak on black women and the divisiveness within our community. And I am telling you, as a black woman within that culture and community, there's a harsh misunderstanding between us and things that I think need to be addressed. Not that I agree or disagree with them, but I see that there's a lack of respect. And I think you got to understand, if we all humans and we all animalistic, if 100 people running towards me and nobody cares about what you think, everybody has more money than you, everyone is more educated than you, everyone is building a home and a community better than you, it would make no sense. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. It would make no sense for me to pitch my tent here, which would then cause a disruption between a balance that we should have, that I agree that does not exist. But if y'all want the women to respect y'all, women need security and provisions. So we need, and we also need to feel protected. And if the world don't care about y'all and we operate in the world, it would be helpful if we saw y'all being respected. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying y'all got to play the
Look at you and that
banjo, but
nice
it would
gangster.
just be helpful.